Seaview Circle, 5 homes on a suburban cul-de-sac whose secrets I came to know. My name is Karen McKenzie, and this is where I lived with my husband Sid and 3 children, a content middle-class family, most of the time.
Either she goes tomorrow, or I do. With the kids.
Gary and Val lived here, from Texas originally, married for a second time to each other.
I don't think that we should live here.
And this is where she lived. Abby Cunningham, bright blonde and between husbands. Abby redefined the B word.
Oh, who cares what Karen thinks?
Those were the neighbors in the special place that we called Knott's Landing.
Tonight, you're cordially invited to a get-together in the neighborhood.
Tell me again the name of this place.
Knott's Landing. It was one of the most popular dramas in television history. Full of nasty gossip.
Mind your own business!
Steamy affairs.
I'm not saying we're having an affair. I am saying I can have them anytime I want it.
And all the intense drama of suburban life.
As well as you can.
Join the cast of Knott's Landing as they reunite on television's most famous cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac. Dead end. I should have known. Everyone in there's a basket case.
We'll show you our favorite clips.
I liked being a Pollyanna. I want to be a Pollyanna.
Our hilarious bloopers.
Hard to talk when you got in your ears.
And you'll never guess who drops in for a surprise visit. So take off your coat, have a drink, and get friendly with the neighbors.
Oh, bitch.
On Knott's Landing Reunion. Together again.
Welcome back.
Oh, wait a minute. One second. Welcome. Hey, welcome to the Knott's Landing reunion, everybody. I'm Michelle Lee, and it is so exciting to be back here on television's most famous cul-de-sac. We thought it was time for you, to do a little catching up and visit a television phenomenon that impacted all of our lives, maybe yours as well. Knott's Landing had a terrific run of 14 seasons, one of the 3 longest-running hour dramas in television history. The real success of Knott's was how it reflected the life and times of our viewers. As America changed, Karen, Mac, Gary, and Val. Knott's Landing was about families like yours and the folks next door. Now, as you may recall, our storylines got pretty complex, a challenge, even for us. But keeping track was part of the fun. So to get things started, here's a quick recap.
Val and Gary moved to Knott's Landing.
Gary gets drunk.
Abby arrives and sleeps with everybody.
Gary gets drunk. Again.
Sid plunges off a cliff and dies.
Gary and Abby go into business together.
Karen meets Mac.
Karen rejects Matt.
Karen marries Matt. Abby sleeps with Gary.
And sleeps with Gary.
And sleeps with Gary. Val divorces Gary.
CG arrives, sings a few songs, gets pregnant, and is murdered.
Lily Mae runs over Chip with her car.
Chip falls on a pitchfork and dies.
Abby marries Gary.
Abby sleeps with Greg.
Any complaints?
Karen is shot by a bullet meant for Gary.
Val gets pregnant with Gary's twins.
The twins are stolen by an evil doctor. Val goes crazy. The twins are found. Val feels better.
Joshua marries Kathy, who looks exactly like CG.
Val marries Ben, who disappears.
Joshua tries to kill Kathy, then falls off a building and dies.
Gary blows up Empire Valley.
Mac's promiscuous daughter Paige arrives and starts sleeping around. Karen's kidnapped and forced to cut off her own hair.
Abby divorces Gary and gets all his money.
Paige is shot by Pierce.
Jill forces Val to swallow sleeping pills.
Jill locks herself in Gary's trunk and dies.
Val marries a rapist who then drowns.
Greg marries Abby and sleeps with Paige.
Greg divorces Abby and sleeps with Paige. Greg marries Paige's mom and sleeps with Paige.
You're gonna need vitamins, Pops.
Val marries Gary for the third time.
And after countless affairs and crazy adventures,
We all came back
to the cul-de-sac. Everybody get that? Well, there's a lot to catch up on. So we'll see you over at the Mackenzie house. But first, the inside story of how Knots Landing got its start.
During the 1970s, there were a few television programs that were dealing with family life. The Waltons is the most famous. There was also Eight is Enough. I had the idea that I might like to do something a little more complex, taking 4 families and putting them together on a cul-de-sac in Southern California. I thought of it as Scenes from a Marriage, which was an Ingmar Bergman movie.
I felt that it needed to be sexier and less serious, less intellectual. We were a very good combination, you know. He liked art, I liked trash, and together we made television. And we brought it into CBS, and we pitched it.
They wanted to do something a little more glitzy, more like a saga. Went home, redid it, and came up with Dallas.
After Dallas became the huge hit that it was, of course, the network called David Jacobs again and said, hey, that show about the married couples on that cul-de-sac, maybe we can move a Ewing into it. And they did. The Ewings of Dallas moved into the cul-de-sac, and we became Knots Landing.
The show was launched on Dallas. Gary and Val were given a house by Miss Ellie.
Bobby's gonna fly to California and show you the houses.
I don't get it.
Whichever house you like best is yours.
No, Mama.
And if you don't like any of them, find another.
Miss Ellie, we couldn't.
Joni and I did an episode of Dallas one week, and then the next week, Patrick Duffy came over and did an episode of Knots Landing to kind of introduce the show so that we could get some of that Dallas audience.
That's no South Fork.
I know, but it's a home, and it's ours. But tell me again the name of this place.
Knots Landing. That sounds nice.
There was a lot of pressure to make it more Dallas-like. But the fact is that Knots Landing was a very middle-class show, and Dallas was a very rich show.
The cul-de-sac was almost like a character on the show because it represented America and what our dreams were.
Well, we're the neighborhood Brady Bunch. 3 kids, station wagon, dog. If the dog visits you, call. We'll send over the scoop squad.
There was nothing particularly sensational about their lives. It was common experiences. I think that's why it was successful, probably because people could identify with it.
Terrific. You come home to find your daughter in our bed with some person, and now you won't talk to me because of it.
I'm speaking to you. I just don't want to speak about that.
Terrific. Oh.
Because we were a Dallas spin-off, everybody wanted to know, where was our JR? We decided that when we did have him, he wouldn't be him, but a her.
We felt that we needed the pot stir. You can't limit the story to just 4 couples here. Because after a while, I mean, there's nobody left to sleep with.
Unfortunately, Abby was a little too pretty for me. Keep her off my cul-de-sac.
Abby was a middle-class woman, newly separated, whose currency would be sex.
And I thought it was very interesting to cast her in that because Dana Mills had always been the sweet girl. You know, she'd always been the good girl. And she came in and she played the naughty, almost evil sister.
She got to do all the fun stuff, all the
naughty stuff. And, I wanted to play a character like that. I didn't want to go on playing the goody two-shoes all the time. That gets boring after a while.
Well, let's get something in perspective, all right, Gary? You and I have invested a lot of time and energy and money in this business, and I would sure hate to see it go down the drain because your wife is jealous of me.
After the second season of Knots Landing, Don Murray did a movie called Endless Love with Brooke Shields, which opened very big.
One day he came to me and he said, I'm thinking of leaving the show. I said, what?
At the end of the second season, it was a cliffhanger in that Sid, some criminals toyed with his brakes in his car and he went off a cliff. And then in the next season, the third season, he was going to be in a hospital and finally recover, but he was going to survive and come back and go on with the show.
If I didn't take this chance, just because I was afraid of a little operation, then I just wouldn't be the same man.
I want you to die.
And that's when I suggested, as a way to go, I said, well, now he just doesn't survive.
You didn't do that. You didn't kill off a principal character. And he and Michelle were the stars. I mean, they were the ones that everything revolved around. So in a story sense, that was quite a shock.
It blew me away in a brave, creative way. I kind of was exhilarated by it. Missing Don, of course, because he was magnificent, gorgeous, and so talented.
I did feel that his leaving might upset the balance of the show. And I didn't know where it was going to go.
It was really a shock for the audience, and it allowed us to do anything because the audience never knew whether we were going to double-cross them.
You been in here before? One night for drinks?
No.
Well, you should come in some night and hear me sing.
Maybe I will.
If there was one story that really worked for us, it was the CG story, because what it did was it took all the characters and it brought them into one story.
Lisa Hartman joined the show, and she was wonderful. And I think they had hired her initially just to do that year, and she was hired to die at the end of a season.
Having her sing on the show was really fun and brought a whole different feel to the show.
So now I come to you with open arms, nothing to hide, believe what I say.
I had a recording deal at the time, and the album was coming out, and it was just the perfect way to go in and play this really fun character.
When the character died, the audience really missed her, and they were angry that we killed her.
We missed her. We missed her youth. We missed her popularity.
And they said, he said, they want you to come back on the show, and I thought he was kidding. She came back as another character, Kathy Geary, CG. So she donned another persona, looked almost exactly alike, and came back again the next year.
CG was dead. Room service waitress is there, and she's bent down getting something out of it.
Hey, a little something extra for yourself.
Thank you. And he kind of does a triple take.
It's CG. She's dead, but she's not dead.
And it was so hilarious and so cool, the way they shot it.
That moment, to me, was one of the most fabulous moments I've ever done. It was fabulous to me because it was such great television.
You just want me to sing because she was a singer.
No, I don't. Now, come on.
Look, I'm not CG.
I know that.
I'm not CG, and I'm never going to be CG.
And I thought, well, this is either going to work or I'm going to be laughed out of the business.
I need to sing. Can't you understand that?
If you need to sing in public, why don't you sing in a church? My character, Joshua, was kind of almost unimaginably earnest guy. Someone who was trying to project these fundamentalist religious views into his own career path. Every day and every night, the news blares out at us unthinkable tragedies. Once we begin to believe that the world is what the news tells us, it's easy to fall into despair.
We were very lucky with Alec. I mean, what he contributed to our show was enormous.
I found an answer. A way out of the trouble that I plunged us all into. If you just let me come home with you and explain.
Not to my house, you won't. Well, maybe we can find someplace else. Mama, the only place that I will go with him is to a psychiatrist's office. Somewhere where you can get the help that I think you need.
He was a guy who, once he got out into the real world, he got corrupted by it. They kind of played it like he was a little unglued in a way.
Say goodbye to Kathy, Joshua. Goodbye, Kathy. You've been bad. And now you have to be punished. when power and influence and ego became the most important thing to him, he, had no choice but to jump off the roof of the building.
I am what you made me.
Oh, stop it! Stop blaming others for your faults. I don't care anymore. I don't care that I was a bad mother. I only care that you have become a monster. And you trample on everybody. You devour everything you touch.
Mama.
No more, Mama. You're not my son. How could I have given birth to anyone as cold, as cruel, as...
I remember I was really sad that I was off the show, not in terms of career-wise or economics or whatever. I was sad because I really liked those people.
Because Knots Landing was not the mega hit that Dallas was, we were always struggling.
Dallas came in like thunder, and we crept in quietly.
Our show was always the little engine that could. We would chug along, and we'd get, good ratings, and nobody ever talked about us. It was always Dynasty in Dallas and Dynasty in Dallas.
We were against Hill Street Blues, and it had a strong male audience and a strong male demographic, and we had to get those men back. That's when Kevin came in.
What a mess. Karen. I knew she was trouble the first time she walked through that door. So what'd you do? Huh, Mac? You fall for her all the way. Should have taken French in school, cul-de-sac. Dead end. I should have known. Everyone in there's a basket case.
David Jacobs and Michael Fileman made it very comfortable for me to do what I wanted to do. Mac was, as I am, comfortable with himself. He was out to help another person understand that life is not as complicated as sometimes we make it out to be. If we take a simple road, we'll be okay.
You can't go around screwing this many people and expect to get away with it.
I'll bet you're not even getting paid for this.
It's always been an issue, isn't it, Greg?
Money? It's always the issue. It floats the boat. They didn't have a real masculine image that was a force of antagonism. They wanted to bring a guy in to stir things up for 8 episodes. It was an 8-episode arc that lasted 9 years. I thought I heard someone splashing around out here.
Well, why don't you join me?
Oh, I never swim in shark-infested waters.
Paige came in to just cause a lot of trouble. She was Mac's daughter, and she started off as the vixen and ended up the heroine.
For years, you have lied and cheated and conned people, and you've gotten away with it. But I am not going to let you get away with this.
You're good. You really are. If I were rating you on the Abby scale, Abby being 10, you'd be a 6, which is very good considering your youth and ignorance.
She was tough, and she gave Sumner a run for his money. What a cheat.
It's an article of clothing. Your rules.
Paige and Greg had an off-and-on relationship. It really enticed the audience to want more of them. And I think that was a big reason why that relationship worked. Not to mention our chemistry and how much we liked working together. I think it all came across on the screen.
I lose. Is that good or bad?
I was hooked into this show so fast. This was a gold mine of emotional conflict.
It was a very difficult relationship between Paige and her mother because her mother was competitive with her. Her mother would sell her down the river for anything.
I would steal from her. I would come on to her boyfriends, and I marry the man that she's in love with. Where do these writers get this stuff?
You expect me to leave? I expected you to leave weeks ago. In the middle of the night? There are plenty of places to go in the middle of the night. Hotels, motels, the airport, the train station, the bus station, the Y, Greg Sumner's bed.
The producers were brave. They created a real town with real people in it. And scratching the surface of those happy couples, you realize they had problems too.
I think Knots Landing exemplified values. No matter what was going on, there was always the theme of good values.
Feelings and the ideas and the issues were universal.
It's the human aspect that doesn't change. That's what's important about Knots Landing.
It was so smart, and it was funny, and it was clever, and it kept you on the edge of your seat. It was just a blast.
I think that the reason people really took to Knots was because it touched them in a real way.
The true affection that the actors had for each other is one of the reasons Knots Landing was so successful, because you can't fake that.
Because we've been together for 14 years, we shared our lives, our weddings, funerals, all the moments together, so we're connected forever.
To be a part of television history like this is really wonderful. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more in a career.
Coming up, Joan Van Ark and Ted Shackelford share memories of Val and Gary Ewing.
Oh, I just hate it when my mascara.
Oh, I know it. Makeup.
And later on, the cast reunites at the Mackenzie House for more great clips, bloopers, and a very special surprise guest.
Knots Landing reunion together again continues right after this.
Knots Landing Reunion, together again. Sponsored by Nexium. Talk to your doctor about prescription Nexium.
Me? I'm a problem solver. One problem I thought I'd solved, my acid reflux disease. I thought it was just bad heartburn. But when I went back to my doctor, he told me over time stomach acid had damaged the lining of my esophagus. He prescribed Nexium. Said I needed more than heartburn relief. My esophagus needed repair. Nexium healed the erosions in my esophagus. And one prescription Nexium pill a day keeps me healed and relieves my heartburn. My doctor did say other serious stomach conditions may still exist, and headache, diarrhea, and abdominal pain could be side effects of Nexium. Even the best problem solvers need a little help sometimes.
Ask your doctor about Nexium, the healing purple pill.
The other day we had a Christmas party at work. Everybody was there. David even showed up wearing antlers. It was so funny. So anyway, we were all talking about this big announcement they were going to make. Nicole heard that it was...
Nicole heard that Mrs. Plant read the note in front of the whole class. Can you
believe it, Mom? They're just taking the vending machines out of the office. That's it.
Traditions keep memories alive. The Hallmark Holiday Cookie Platter. Just $12.95 when you buy 3 cards. Only at Hallmark Gold Crown stores. Make moments happen all through the house.
The march is long and filled with adventure and drama, with only one goal in mind: the DVD. March of the Penguins. Buy it now on DVD.
Oh, there's no place like home for the
Come to Lowe's, where there's a store within a store with amazing holiday values. You'll find festive new decorations you won't find anywhere else, as well as a huge selection of quality pre-lit trees. Even new inflatable outdoor decorations that only Lowe's has. So come to Lowe's, where you'll save more this holiday season.
Sweet home.
50 years ago, we dedicated a place to all the castle gazers and elephant pilots, to all princesses in training and unofficial musketeers, to all the parents who remember and all the kids who are just finding out, to all who ever dreamed of space or that magic could be a place.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Join us now for a celebration big enough to hold 50 years of magic. Walt Disney World.
This holiday, forget about decorating the tree. Decorate yourself. No, not like that. Come to Burlington Coat Factory's pre-holiday savings event and get up to 60% off everything you want. First rugs and jackets, $29.98. Levi's jeans, $14.98. Cowboy boots from $19.98. Rock tees, $12.98. Sequin handbags from $9.98. Burlington Coat Factory. Love labels. You'll love our prices.
Hey, we got no mascot?
There's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear. Call 1-877-NFL-SHOP or log on to NFLShop.com.
Of all the couples on Knots Landing, Gary and Val Ewing were the cul-de-sacs Romeo and Juliet. They faced endless troubles and temptations, and I can't deny, Abby was one of them. But despite impossible odds, they managed to keep love alive.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Here we are. right here at the front gate, the
I was
front
just
door.
thinking, this gate, it's been here for 25 years. You never changed it.
Yeah, from
No,
79,
yep.
pilot, it's all.
Yeah, well,
no,
it's 26 years.
Remember the first time we met?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes, it was Wonder Woman.
We did Wonder Woman together. Initiate project W36978.
Open time portal.
Cassandra, what are you doing?
I'm about to make all my knowledge of the 20th century pay off.
No!
Look like a giant silver condom. That's what your costume made you look like. I never told you that, but I have to share that with you now.
I think I would have put it more delicately.
No, that's what you look like. I'm sorry. And you remember Bobby brought us back here from South Fork to set up housekeeping here? I remember I wore this little girl dress and these white gloves and these little heels because Valine was so perfect. And she had the little pigtails and the ponytails.
Yes, that accent.
That accent. Well, I know. We decided after a while, let's drop the accent.
Why did we do that?
I
Because
think
nobody could stand it.
nobody could stand listening to me anymore. That was it. And thank Miss Ellie for us, Bobby.
Now, come on, Val. She doesn't want any thanks. Now, ever since JR broke you two up, Mom and I, we've been looking for a chance to help out.
Oh, and tell Lucy.
Wait a minute now. I thought I wasn't supposed to tell Lucy anything.
You think we ought to bring Lucy here now, don't you?
Keeping the news of your remarriage from Lucy, I don't know. She's your daughter.
The marriage was so short the first time around. This time, Val and I have to know it's going to last, because if we bring Lucy here now and we can't hack it...
No, we'll make it. It's not going to take us long, either. What about your character, Gary, though? You were the pet, Miss Ellie's pet.
Well, I kept saying that, but I never got that impression. In the first place, I only did about 4 episodes of Dallas, and I never thought it was that special to Miss Ellie.
They said, and then they said you were the black sheep of the family.
Well, no, he was just a drunk.
Well, yeah,
You
you
had a
were finding
gambling
your way.
problem.
You were finding your way, and it was Valley. Well, no, but
Other ways of finding your way other than ending up in alcohol.
I know.
What's the matter, Val? Don't you think I can handle a couple of drinks?
Well, sure. I just don't like drinking. You know that.
You think that little of me? Val, I can handle it.
I know. It's just that it's late, honey. That's all.
I haven't had a drink in 2 years, and you don't like the way I'm acting. Well, tough. Oh, or maybe you remember somebody better in all that time we were separated. Who was that, anyway? We never talked about that, did we?
You're the only man in my life.
I'm the man of this house, and I can handle a couple of lousy drinks. And if you don't like it, you can just chuck your little bucket back to whoever rung your chimes.
Gary, now don't you talk like that, please.
I won't be talked down to in my own house.
Poor Val.
Poor Val.
Poor
People used to
Val.
ask me about me. I said, poor Val, why don't you go back? Because she's stupid, that's why.
No, she's not stupid. She was just finding her way. Because think of how she evolved from goody two-shoes in the
Then you left
pilot.
me, then you married Doug Sheehan, and what happened? He died. Then you married that psychopath.
Sam Behrens,
Yeah,
Danny
Sam
Waleska.
Right.
And then it came back to you. But at each time, each notch on the tree, she became more and more her own person. And Valine is capable and has become capable of calling the shots. I think that's what's great.
Yeah, she did. She became her own person.
Yeah, she grew. We've got to talk. I want to know exactly what's going on.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and Abby.
Val, please, you'll understand. We can talk. We have to talk. Honey, listen to me, please. Please! Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on. Val, please. No. We've been together too long. Listen. Come on. It's not like that. Valine. Valine, damn it. Stop the car and listen to me. Val!
How much do you think that the fans wanted to see the two of us get
Well,
together?
I would get asked constantly, when are they going to get back together? When are they going to get back together? I don't know. I don't write this stuff. But it was. It's one of the things that kept people watching the show.
Well, because you always keep the two characters apart that you want to see together
Right.
the
Never,
most.
Never put them together.
Never.
And if you do, make sure there's trouble and conflict, and then maybe they might
Tension,
go.
all kinds of things, but keep them coming back every Thursday at 10
It's
o'clock.
like unrequited love.
Gotta kiss the bride.
Gary, I'm afraid that would cause a terrible scandal.
you've ever been in your life.
When you left the last season,
I did.
you died in this crash.
Car crash.
Yes.
They wanted me to come back and do
Right.
the car crash. They wanted me to go by in a drive-by, my little blonde head, so that you could react and see me explode.
Oh my God.
What about the last episode? You thought I was dead,
Well, yeah, so I buried you.
and I dyed my hair black so that I could come back so that they
So
would
you-
never know.
The character had gotten this note with flowers or something that said,
Meet me.
Meet me, yeah.
Here he shows
being,
up.
being the moron he is. He showed up. And I'm sitting in this, it's a booth. It was a table with a booth. And I kind of look away, and then I look back, and you slid into the booth.
That's right, without you knowing
And I
the
looked,
shot.
and I was just, I'm getting chills talking about it. It's just,
But see, that's the reconnection. That's the
it was incredible.
I had to make sure you weren't followed.
Val.
Yes.
Ellie.
Shh. Don't say anything. No one can know that I'm here. Or that you saw me.
Oh, God.
Shh, don't react. Don't do anything, Gary. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to do this to you. Don't. We can't talk here. No, I can't. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous.
Where did you go?
The two of them were meant for each other. I think.
Obviously. I mean, I never figured that out. I just figured there was certainly a bond there that was unbreakable.
Gary and Val, now you see, this is what I'm talking about, the connection. It's there. Gary and Val became Joan and Ted in terms of the connection from the characters to the people, to the audience. And that's why they never wanted to see us apart. They never wanted to see us separated.
Well, I just hate it when my mascara on.
Oh, I know it. Makeup, you see? See, that's what happens. But you know, that's what this place does.
No, it doesn't. It's just when I see you.
Oh, well, I've made grown men cry many times.
Yes, I've heard of that. For a good time, see Jones, you'll make you cry.
I know, I'm here. I'm telling you, that's the thing about the two of us. And when we do the reunion in 5 years, the next one,
In 25 years?
no, 5.
5?
We may not last. 5 more years. But no matter what, I'm here for you. I'm here. Always will be.
I love you so much. Let's get married.
I do love you.
I love you too.
Coming up next, Michelle Lee gets personal with Kevin Dobson.
Oh, look at you turning red. Oh, look at you.
And later, the entire cast gets a surprise visit from a fellow cast member.
Knots Landing reunion together again continues right after this.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Bob's a formidable man, but he was no match for something less than 1/millionth his size. It KO'd Bob so fast, he didn't know what hit him. It was a clot. Like Bob, if you've been hospitalized with heart-related chest pain or a certain type of heart attack, what doctors call ACS, chances are you've had a clot. But now, Bob's doctor is helping increase Bob's protection against heart attack and stroke by putting Bob on Plavix. Plavix, in combination with aspirin and other heart medicines, helps provide greater protection against heart attack and stroke than aspirin and other heart medicines alone, by helping keep blood platelets from sticking together and forming clots.
If you have a stomach ulcer or other condition that causes bleeding, you shouldn't use Plavix. When taking Plavix alone or with some medicines, including aspirin, the risk of bleeding may increase. To minimize this risk, talk to your doctor before taking aspirin or other medicines with Plavix. Additional rare but serious side effects could occur.
Ask your doctor about Plavix today, because no matter how formidable you are, you're no match for a dangerous clot. If you take Plavix with aspirin, continuing to do so will help increase your protection against a future heart attack or stroke. Beyond aspirin and your other heart medicines alone, you may be feeling better, but your risk never goes away. Help stay protected. Stay with Plavix.
At Denny's, you get more than a great value. You get a great breakfast. Introducing Denny's delicious fruit-baked French toast with real peaches or raisins and cinnamon baked right in the bread. Plus all the extras for an incredible $4.99. Denny's, we're cooking now.
Don't miss Kohl's 2-day mega gift sale with special holiday power hours. Shop late Friday or early Saturday and save on family sweaters, all fine jewelry, and all toys. The 2-day mega gift sale this Friday and Saturday at Kohl's. Expect great things.
I can't finish it.
Introducing New Tums Smoothies Cocoa and Cream. Made with real cocoa and real vanilla. They dissolve fast, they work fast. New Tums Smoothies Cocoa and Cream. Fast relief never tasted so good.
You do more than just cleanse in the shower. And now it's even where you apply body lotion. Olay In-Shower Body Lotion. After you cleanse, smooth it on in the shower, where skin is most receptive to moisture. Then rinse. It works like a hair conditioner, but it conditions your skin. The shower isn't just for cleansing. With Olay In-Shower Body Lotion, love the skin you're in.
Merry Christmas, Grandma, Grandpa!
But it's August.
I use my credit card miles. They blacked out the good weeks. While we're at it, happy Thanksgiving. Dibs on the drumstick, old man. Oh, and happy birthdays.
Yippee.
Put your Halloween costumes on while Mommy hides Easter eggs. Hey, looking good. Gonna cook that?
For easy-to-use rewards, get Capital One no-hassle rewards with no blackouts on any airline anytime.
Dad, I'm hot.
Yeah, we're all hot.
Genius needs a Capital One card.
What's in your wallet?
Knots Landing Reunion Together Again will return here on CBS.
His ex-wife in jail.
You do learn something about a woman when you slept in the room next to hers for 15 years.
His pregnant wife in turmoil.
That was your mother. She heard the news. She's on her way over.
I'll pack a bag, you get the car.
His brother in hot water.
Maris Crane and Niles Crane will soon be executed. Thank you. That is all I have to say.
The Manson family should have a spokesman like you.
How much can one man take?
What's going on? Heat wave in Texas.
Next, Razor.
Tonight after News Express. Operation Rudolph and the Toyland Express are joining together this year with the Salvation Army to help make the holidays a little brighter.
Join us as we work to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate here in our area. Drop off a new unwrapped toy or a cash donation to any one of these locations or wherever you see an Operation Rudolph or Toyland Express poster. The holidays can be a magical time for children, and
with your help, we can make those dreams a reality.
On the WB Friday, you're twins and complete opposites.
I need help. The thong part goes in the back. Write it down.
They're unique parents.
As a model, I learned a lot about diet and exercise. I also learned how to hide my nipples with band-aids.
They're a family that celebrates their differences.
Yay! Yay!
And embraces their individuality.
Sorry, not a yayer.
Twins, part of the WB Friday.
Tonight on the Northland's WB.
Thanks for watching CBS 3.
James in the audience with Know Your Current Event, plus a holiday top 10, all new tonight.
Karen and Mac Mackenzie were the emotional anchors of Knots Landing. Friends, lovers, companions, couple you could trust. Michelle Lee and Kevin Dobson are catching up on a marriage that gave viewers hope.
You know, we said so many things about one another here. Just give me a kiss. I love you.
Oh my God.
Isn't that nice? It's nice to be together again.
No, it's more than nice.
We spent a lot of time here, a lot of years, a lot of love, a lot of development. I'll never forget when I first met you.
Yeah.
I mean, on the set. You know, once the camera rolls, there's a chemistry that happens, and I think that happened for us.
What can I do for you, Miss Fairgate?
I want you to reopen this case. I want these men in jail. They murdered my husband.
Maybe you don't read the paper. But Roy Lance and Frank Colbert were tried for auto theft, interstate transportation of stolen items, and wire fraud, not murder.
They murdered my husband! They shut him up so we couldn't testify against them. Isn't that true?
Mrs. Fairgate, I'm on your side. I'd love to help you. But the case is closed. It's finished. I can't help you. Nobody can help you. I'm sorry. can't take you to dinner.
You really are a creep. Now I'm going to tell you, if I didn't ever before, I had such a crush on you. I did. Oh, look at you turning red. Oh, look at you. No, seriously, the way they wrote us was delicious. From the beginning of our relationship, when we first met, remember going camping?
Oh, yeah, the fishing episode. That was nice. That
It was so me.
You know, I think you're right about Diana. We used to have such great communication, and now she's so angry all the time. It's just...
Karen, shut up.
What?
Don't talk.
Can't I even...
No.
But I can't help it. If I think something, I've got to say it.
How are you fishing?
But if I...
You're scaring the fish.
You're the one who's yelling.
Because I want some quiet.
That's the way you get it, by yelling?
Is this quiet enough?
Yes!
I do have a wonderful story that I've never told you. When we had our relationship for the first time on Knots Landing, the audience had to already be in love with you and want you for Karen. There was an episode called Letting Go, where Karen went to visit Sid, and she talked to him, and she told him why she couldn't wear her wedding ring anymore. And then she took the wedding ring off. I think that taking it off my finger will mean I'm starting to let go. Not of our love or our marriage, for our beautiful, sacred memories, but of my fantasy, one that hovers around telling me this didn't really happen. You are gone. And it's real. Well, what was happening in my life was that the wedding ring, which I happen to be wearing today, that I wore as Karen, was the ring that my father gave my mother. They gave to my husband to give to me to be wed in. So the ring had so much emotion and so much meaning to me. In that episode, I took off my ring and kissed it. I was taking off my father's wedding ring to my mother and my marriage ring, and I never had an excuse to ever wear it again.
Oh, that's a beautiful story.
And I know
never
you never
knew it.
heard it.
Never knew it until now.
It's beautiful.
Do me the honor of being my wife.
Probably.
I was hoping for a yes. I think I could handle it no, but I don't know how to handle the problem.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it's just, it really is a lot more complicated than it
Oh,
seems.
no,
It is
no,
because...
it's not complicated.
But you...
It's simple. So you either love me or you don't. If you love me, it's yes. If you don't love me, it's no. Do you love me?
Yes.
I love the things that we did. You know, we worked hard at developing this relationship so that people could relate to it. And we brought a lot of our personal lives into it.
The most important thing, I mean, in terms of our audience and who we represented to the show, was that we were truly the couple that gave hope for the survival of marriage.
It was. It's like, you know, this house and what we represented inside of it, to me, was a moral anchor of the show, where everything on either side of this house was spinning.
Right.
Spinning in and
Right.
out, you know.
You're doing everything you can to help Val. We all are. There isn't anything else anyone can do. The rest is up to Val.
Why doesn't that make me feel any better?
Come to bed. I'll be fine. Come on. Come to bed.
I'll tell you what I loved, and I know you did too, when Michelle Phillips came into our lives.
Admit it. If Mac had to choose between the two of us, he'd never choose you. You with your little trapped house, your little dead-end street, your little dead-end life, with your little outdoor barbecue grill and your kiss-the-cook apron. Oh, it all makes me sick.
And I'm going to get off the phone right now. I think we've said about...
You want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth. I never intended to die. I intended to bring Mac to his senses. I did it so that Mac would choose between us.
I never give a gift unless it's something that I like myself. You know that? And I love hot dogs, especially when they're... Karen, I love our house. And listen, I love how quiet it is on a cul-de-sac.
You were my hero.
I was your hero?
You were.
You're my hero, kid.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You know, people think of our shows as a very serious, dramatic piece, but we had some fun things.
Oh, what I loved about the show is that we could do comedy. And some of the things I love more than ever are our comedy scenes. Pure out-and-out romantic comedy.
We were able to laugh at one another. It was nice.
I laughed at you a lot, but you were never around when I did that.
Karen. Karen. Oh, Karen. I have clients coming. Well, I've got an appointment. There are clients coming to steal me. Karen. Oh, Karen. What the? Working with you, I grew as a human being, so thank you.
You're always in my heart. You know that.
Thank you.
And Mac is always in my heart.
Your love.
Up next, Donna Mills and William Devane recall the fun of being bad.
Sex scenes?
Oh, we had so much practice. And later, the cast gets together at the Mackenzie House for more Knott's memories, clips, and bloopers.
Hard to talk when you got your ears.
Stay tuned for more trouble when Knott's Landing reunion together again returns.
Oh my God, I'm getting married tomorrow. When are you guys getting married?
I would like to make a toast.
This holiday season,
Life is short,
celebrate with family.
but marriage is long. What happened back then?
Between your mother and me?
So, drink up,
And you and my grandmother.
and it'll make it go a hell of a lot faster.
Rumor has it.
Maybe every girl in my family has to sleep with you.
Well, I don't know if they have to, but they certainly have.
Rated PG-13. Starts December 25th.
I love nothing like Friday nights with my best friend. We just have one rule. Everyone orders something different.
Come together for 2 new dishes at Olive Garden. New smoked mozzarella chicken, sauteed chicken topped with melted mozzarella and a sauce of 4 Italian cheeses. Or new 4-cheese tortellini and a creamy sauce with large tender shrimp. Plus endless breadsticks and salad.
The best part of being with my friends, we all have such great taste.
Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
What's new about Ziploc? Is your idea of storage a bit too square? With Ziploc big bags, tight spaces are perfect places. For storage, don't box it. Ziploc big bag it. Ziploc, designed with you in mind. What's new about Ziploc? When it comes to storage, are you left holding the bag? Ziploc big bags with new reinforced handles really pull their weight. For bulky stuff, don't just bag it. Ziploc big bag it. Ziploc, designed with you in mind.
I'll call you later.
It's good to hear your voice, you know it's been so long. If I don't get your calls and everything goes wrong, don't leave me
When it matters, more bars in more places. Hello? That's the goal of the largest digital voice and data network in America.
Hey, Laura.
Singular's all over network. Singular, raising the bar. Hey, honey, can you see the credit card bill?
I may have thrown it away.
My disco pants. Why? Where's it? I'm not paying a late fee.
Sometimes you can't help paying late. Avoid late fees with the new Citi Simplicity card. No late fees when you make a purchase each billing period. Citi, live richly.
The CBS original movie event Pope John Paul II is making news around the world. It was screened by Pope Benedict XVI, who said, "Viewing this film has reopened my gratitude to God for providing us a Pope both so human and so spiritual." Don't miss Pope John Paul II, CBS Sunday.
With only 2 episodes to go, will an American legend lead the teams to victory?
Hey there, Buffalo Bill.
Don't miss a new Amazing Race, CBS Tuesday.
If my Knots Landing math is right, Abby Cunningham and Greg Sumner tied the knot 8 different times. To different people, of course. But still, that's a lot of rice. So let's get back to the reunion where Donna Mills and William Devane are having fun, sorting it all out.
Anyway, what I was saying is,
No, it's incredible. You still look 28, and I look 98.
Not
How did that happen?
true. You've always been sexy, and you still are.
Yeah, old and sexy.
No. Gorgeous and sexy.
So when you think back on something like this, you know, it was your character that influenced all these unhappy women today who have jobs and are out there working hard, trying to raise kids by themselves, and
I know,
all
I'm
going
so
crazy.
proud.
It was a character that you created. It
I
was
know.
great.
She was the woman of the 80s.
Exactly. You don't believe in anything.
Oh, come on, I do too. I believe in money and power. I don't do strings.
You spin webs.
Now and then.
Any complaints?
Not so far. I found that the women out there that I heard from, as much as Abby was a villain, they liked her and wanted to be like her. They wanted to have the same kind of power that she had. They wanted to have the same kind of...
High heels in the throat of the guy.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what they wanted.
You
Yeah.
bet. Now, I like my marriage. I assume you like yours. Our lovemaking has nothing to do with that. Because if I ever have to make a choice between love and money, money's going to win every time. Simple enough?
Couldn't be simpler. So all along, all the way up until Knots Landing, you basically played those really cute ingenue types, right?
I had that blonde thing.
Yeah, right. It was really good. And then when you got to Knots Landing, all of a sudden you became like a manipulator. A whole different kind of thing. You kind of grew up, I guess, huh?
Maybe.
Was that fun?
That was the best. I mean, I never had so much fun as I had playing Abby. To play the bad guy is the best.
Was I the bad guy?
Yeah.
I didn't think so. I always thought Mac was the bad guy. Kind of deluded, you know.
You remember law school? What old Professor Jacobs used to say? A big mouth will take you a long ways, but hard facts will take you all the way, pal.
You remember law school?
Sure. I remember what they taught in that course for 2-bit lawyers. When you got no case, you still got your mouth.
You have a selective memory. I remember they taught us that no one, not even Gregory Sumner, is above the law. Pal.
You were the most amazing actor to work with. One reason is because I never knew where you were going to be.
Well, we had a lot of freedom there, which was really nice. You know, we could do a lot of different things.
We did. Did you feel that kind of freedom in the sex scenes?
Well, we had so much practice, you know, that were really easy to do.
I actually kind of enjoyed them.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah.
kind of a drag for us, though, because every time you kissed, it was 20 minutes for you to get the lipstick back right, you know?
If you don't have the good sense to know that I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, then you're not the shrewd politician I thought you were.
I'm not talking about breaking this off. I just think we should take it easy for a while.
That's long enough. Well, my lineage was great in the sense that Howard Duff played my dad, and Ava Gardner played my mom. The only time they got together when he was in the coffin, she showed up for the funeral, and then hung around for a couple of years.
Magnificent woman.
Yeah, she was really great.
What I loved about her, she was a real broad.
Yeah.
Wasn't she? She was sort of an Abby-like character.
You came to ask me to take over Galveston Industries.
I came to bury my husband.
Your husband? Since when?
Well, if you would call me from time to time, you'd know these things.
It's very difficult calling someone when you don't even know where they're sleeping.
You must mind your manners, baby. And Mommy will buy you a nice new polo pony.
You had a lot of guys, though.
Yeah, I married
You were busy.
4 times. I think. I keep thinking I forgot one, but I think it was 4 times. You being one of my faves.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
I don't remember our wedding night.
Our wedding night.
You tried to trick me into seeing me without my makeup.
Oh, really?
Tomorrow morning, I'm finally gonna get to see what you look like without your eye makeup.
Well, see, I always appreciated you much more without your makeup. I always tried to talk you into working without it.
You did. Yeah.
But you would never agree to that.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Well, that wasn't Abby. She woke up with eyelashes on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It is so good to see you. It really is.
You look the same and I don't. Really?
You've always looked sexy, and you still do.
Sure.
It's true. Well, I hope
We
it
should
continues.
probably go join the rest of them, don't you think?
Do we have to?
Because they think we're outsiders to begin with.
I know,
so
but they're all so boring.
we have to, I know it, but I'll have to go there and kind of spice it up.
All right.
What do you think? Okay.
Coming up next, Michelle Lee, Donna Mills, and Joan Van Ark have a chat in the Mackenzie kitchen.
You were a really good bitch.
And later, a Knott's legend drops by for a surprise visit.
We'll be right back with Knott's Landing Reunion Together Again.
Knott's Landing Reunion Together Again. Sponsored by Kohl's Department Stores. Kohl's. Expect great things.
I got a whole lot of love for you, true, true love for you. I got a whole lot of love for you. I got a whole lot of for you, whole lot of for you, and I'm so glad to see you. Working on left hand.
Thanks for the jest, Mom.
Simple, everyday moments can be the perfect time to talk to your kids about not smoking. So you don't have to plan a big discussion.
There's a dragonfly on one of the
Is your leg? A little moment will do just fine. Talk to your kids about not smoking.
Smoking cigarettes can hurt your game too.
They'll listen.
Don't worry, Dad. I won't.
For conversation starters, log on to philipmorrisusa.com.
A dog's gotta do what a dog's gotta do. Me? I gotta get that squirrel. Always digging holes in my yard. I dig the holes! One day I'll go through that screen and chase that squirrel right out of town.
You don't think your dog will run away. Your dog might think differently. 1 in 3 pets will get lost. Without ID, 90% won't return home. The Home Again ID microchip. Injected like a routine shot, it's a safe, permanent ID that can help bring your dog home. Home Again. Your pet's ticket home. Talk to your vet.
You get it?
Got it. Let's do 10.
10 it is.
Ready to go? On my way.
Over 17 million people can connect coast to coast and country to country in under a second to form the world's largest walkie-talkie network. Now get a Nextel walkie-talkie phone for only $24.99. Nextel's available at Sprint or Nextel stores. Sprint together with Nextel.
Campbell's microwavable possibilities. Here's something hot, here's something new. Pop it in, that's easy to do. When you're short on time, yeah, you know. Campbell's, good to go. Possibilities.
Tea with
Now Chase Rewards cards can give you double points whenever you dine out. Love the double from Chase. You'll love picking up the check twice as much. Love the double from Chase.
Just cold. My sinuses feel like they're gonna explode.
Sudafed PE.
My allergies have my sinuses all stuffed up.
Sudafed PE.
Now tell them where you feel the pressure.
Here. Sudafed PE.
Sinus misery? Get Sudafed PE. Maximum strength relief of even your worst sinus symptoms without a prescription.
I'm so congested.
Sudafed PE.
Sudafed PE. Maximum strength sinus relief. And for a sinus headache, try new Sudafed PE sinus headache.
Knots Landing Reunion Together Again will return here on CBS.
White in jail. You do learn something about a woman when you've slept in the room next to hers for 15 years. His pregnant wife in turmoil.
That was your mother. She heard the news. She's on her way over.
I'll pack a bag, you get the car.
His brother in hot water.
Maris Crane and Niles Crane will soon be executed. Thank you. That is all I have to say.
And the Manson family should have a spokesman like you. How much can one man take?
What's going on? Heat wave in Texas.
Next, Razor.
Tonight after News Express.
Dirt Devil took America's best-selling broom vac and gave it a new beat. With a long battery life and more suction, you can sweep, then vac to clean in double time. And with 9 fresh color options, you can get one to match the rhythm of your life. The Dirt Devil broom vac, how you fight dirty.
The 5-a-day colorway program teaches you to get 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables into your diet every day. Today we're highlighting pomegranates. When choosing a pomegranate, look for ones with thin, tough, unbroken skin and no blemishes. Cut it open to reveal the delicious seeds. They make a wonderful holiday treat on pancakes, salads, and desserts. Pomegranates are so healthy. They can stave off heart disease and some cancers. They're high in vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. This public service announcement has been brought to you by your local Super One Foods.
Thank you, Northland, for watching CBS 3.
A gift you can open before Christmas. Victoria's Secret Fashion Show. CBS Tuesday.
They were the original Desperate Housewives. Karen McKenzie, Val Ewing, and Abby Cunningham.
3 very different women trying to juggle the duties of home and life beyond the cul-de-sac.
Joan, Donna, and Michelle are having fun reminiscing. Where else but in the McKenzie kitchen?
More, Joni? Oh, always. Coffee for me and my friend.
You're good.
Friend? Yes,
This
friend.
table brings back such memories, doesn't it? Gosh,
The
all
kitchen.
the scenes that we ever did.
It's the
In the
confessional
kitchen,
room. Heart to heart. Val would spill her guts to Karen.
Yes, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, you can sit.
I wasn't a friend.
Well,
You
yes,
certainly
you
weren't.
were.
We never liked you.
I never liked you.
Or Abby. I know.
Either one. No, I just love what TV Guide said about us. I don't know if you remember. They said that the 3 women on Knots Landing are like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth being Karen, Michelle.
Oh, no, I was fire.
No, that was Abby was fire.
Yes.
And I was wind. Yes. Of course, Valley was wind.
Oh, yes. What I remember most, we did a scene in here with a problem that I had. I think I was always a problem, and we were talking about our problems right up here.
Gary had an affair. Kidding. No.
And then we get together head to head.
And we didn't know what to do. What are we going to do? And we just looked at each other and said,
Let's go get a pizza.
Let's get a pizza.
Val and Karen, real girlfriends. Even in the sweater scene. The sweater scene was what woman on nighttime continuing drama says I'm fat? Nobody does.
Oh my, this used to fit.
It's fine.
I look fat.
Karen, you... Wait a minute, come here. Okay, now lean.
What?
Pull back like you're skiing. Pull. Go. Back. There. God. Did the cleaner shrink it?
I don't know. It was a big sweater.
The scene that I remember that was the hardest for me to do with you, because Abby and Val were not exactly best buds.
No.
Abby and no girlfriend, all boyfriends.
I didn't have any girlfriends.
That's right, you had all boyfriends.
Yes.
But I marched across the cul-de-sac when I heard that you and Gary had had the affair, and opened the door, and there you are in this gorgeous pink robe, terry robe, looking drop dead as always.
Are you and my husband having an affair?
What?
You hurt me.
You're letting your writer's imagination run away with you.
Don't play games with me, Abby.
Oh, here we go again, wicked Abby. Do you remember what you said? You said to me, are you having an affair or aren't you? Well, I'm not saying we're having an affair. And I'm not saying we're not. I am saying I can have him anytime I want him.
Oh. Does that answer your question, Val?
You were a really good bitch. You
The
really
best.
You were the best.
The best
Cheers.
bitch. Right, all right. Do you think the audience realized that we were sister-in-laws?
Probably not.
Oh, look, my brother was married to you. Yeah.
Right. First husband,
I know,
second husband,
and I
third.
still never liked her.
It never changed. It never changed.
I never trusted
No,
you.
you didn't.
With good reason.
But there was a time when her daughter, Diana, needed a kidney. Yeah, I was the one who matched, and I was the one they wanted to do it.
Abby?
You don't have to say anything, Karen. I'm doing this because I have to. For Diana. For my brother's child. And for myself, so I won't have to live with the guilt of having refused. But I am not doing it for you.
Well, can't I even...
No. I don't want you here. I don't want us to be civil to each other, and I don't want you to pretend like you like me all of a sudden. If you want to show your gratitude, save a whale in my name.
And
Blood
I
relative.
kissed your forehead.
You did? You did?
With great love.
She
God
knew. Took
forbid that she would
everything
know.
that I had to keep my eyes closed. She didn't want to see it. God, she's going to kiss me. Oh,
Oh, God.
Love,
We had
love,
great
love.
times.
There was all kinds of love on the show.
It was family. She became family.
I did.
And I did.
So you couldn't be
I
too
looked
mad
at
at me
you.
after that because you're a kid.
Mothers
and
daughters,
mothers and daughters.
You know what? We were great mothers.
We were all moms. I mean, each one of us were different moms. You with the drug story with Olivia.
With Olivia.
The audience loved that because I broke down the door of the bathroom with an axe to get to her.
Mom, Brian, come on, Mom. Go to bed, Brian. Now. Mom. All right, give it to me. Give it to me. I don't have anything. Give it to me. I don't have anything. You stand over here. Stop it. Go to bed, Brian. You stand right there and don't you move.
And then I took her in the house and wouldn't let her out.
Yeah, tough love says you get out of there. You know, you kick them out of the house. And what you did was the opposite.
Lock them in.
Yeah, you
Lock them in.
Stop it. Give me the keys. Olivia, just stop it. Give me the keys. Olivia, just give me the keys.
People wrote to me after that and said, all right, that's the way you've got to treat it. I'm having that problem with my kid. Okay, I'm going to come in on it and really deal with it.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look what you did to him. Olivia. Marty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Another mother-daughter, and this one goes a little bit to you, was my storyline with the twins.
Yeah.
I was
when
given a
you,
gift.
When that doctor looked at you
Yeah.
and said, your babies didn't make it, and your take, which was like 5 seconds on camera, on your eyes, was pure Joan Van Ark magic.
I'm afraid that we lost the babies.
What?
I'm sorry. There was nothing we could do. They were stillborn.
But I saw them. I heard them cry.
Well, it's a natural reaction.
You were under sedation. The mind plays little tricks.
No. I heard them cry.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
Abby accidentally set that emotion, the twins being stolen, by saying something to some character that she was working with, who then went and stole the twins,
Yeah,
and she
I
found
remember.
out about it. She knew about it, but she didn't know where they were. She didn't really have anything to do with it, because I had said to David Jacobs,
I don't want to be
if you
responsible.
if you want the audience to really hate me and never want me back,
That's right.
You know, you
Make me
can't have me responsible for that.
Are you saying that you think the babies are still alive?
The doctor told Val they were stillborn. If he was wrong about that, he could be wrong about everything.
Karen McKenzie found me yesterday.
What?
I don't like the questions she asked.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
If I go down, you go down with me.
Ackerman, it's over. Let's go, Ackerman.
They told me your babies are alive.
They found the babies.
Wait, come on. Babies were adopted illegally.
No.
They were taken from their natural mother without her permission.
I ended up being responsible for getting them back to me.
Remember that? I got them back. Do you remember that scene? Me coming down the stairs with my hair all wet, and you bring the twins in, and there's Lily Mae getting the door.
What I remember most with my kids, and I had three first with Sid, was just our real mommy moments. You know, I had real mother moments with them.
What if there's something wrong with me? Well, what if I'm always scared? What if I'm always uncomfortable?
There's nothing wrong with you. When it's the right time, with the right person, you help each other through it. And then you feel not lonely at all.
I do remember with such great affection the show about putting on a charity, and I talked my daughter Diana into
Singing with you? Oh, I'll never forget it. With the legs on this one.
last Valentine's Day. This one again sent us.
Oh, yes.
It says forever tied. And down on the bottom, in knots. And I look so good in this picture.
And I look so strange. You know what? The truth is that we did all this Sturm and Drang and up and down and all the storylines. But we are. 1, 2.
We are 3 great broads.
Yeah, if we do say so ourselves. The original Desperate Housewives.
Next, get the scoop on fashion and hair from the Knots Landing ladies.
We all had the biggest hair. I came back in a mullet one year.
And later, the cast reunites to share Knots memories, clips, and our exclusive bloopers.
We'll be right back with Knots Landing reunion together again, right after this.
Oh, yes, yes. I want to feel your warmth.
Dreaming about a new coat? Don't even dream about paying department store prices. Burlington Coat Factory's pre-winter savings event has all top quality designer label coats, jackets, and leathers, all at the 60% off department store prices.
She looks so peaceful when she's shopping.
Burlington Coat Factory. Love coats, love labels, you'll love our prices.
It's frustrating. Just when you're ready to relax, you feel the compelling urge to move, along with hard-to-describe sensations in your legs. They can even keep you from getting to sleep. It's called Restless Leg Syndrome, or RLS, a recognized medical condition. And now, for many, there's relief. Requip, the first and only FDA-approved prescription medication for restless leg syndrome. Requip helps relieve the symptoms of RLS. It can help you make peace with your legs. Requip may cause you to fall asleep or feel very sleepy during normal activities such as driving, or to faint or feel dizzy when you stand up. Tell your doctor if you experience these problems or if you drink alcohol or are taking medicines that make you drowsy. Side effects include nausea, drowsiness, vomiting, and dizziness. Most patients were not bothered enough to stop taking Requip.
It's good to get comfortable again.
Ask your doctor about restless leg syndrome and if Requip is right for you, and help put RLS to rest.
Every year, my sister went in for a mammogram. She started going when she was 40 years old. She was diligent about it. She never skipped a year. She knew how important it was. My sister died last summer. She was 47 years old. She died of heart disease.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Like cancer, you need to know what to do. Find out more at smartstart.com.
Hey, Mom. We've been waiting here since you took our picture at Jen's party 6 months ago. Please get us out of your digital camera so I can have some cake. Don't hold your breath.
With PictureMate from Epson, just insert your memory card, push one button, and you'll get affordable Photo Lab quality prints right at home. For a limited time, buy a PictureMate over $130 and we'll mail you an award card worth $30.
There's something you should know about colds. Claritin D is so effective, it even relieves nasal congestion due to colds. Non-drowsy, long-lasting, Claritin D. Now your cold congestion can be Claritin Clear. Taking a quick break?
I'd like to see that for someone very special.
Leo Diamond, independently certified for superior brilliance and selected to match beautifully by K Jewelers.
Chris, how did you know? Every kiss begins with K.
Tonight, down in Washington, D.C., President Bush lighted the national Christmas tree. It was chopped down and trucked to the White House by Dick Cheney's lesbian daughter.
King's in the audience, plus Luke Wilson, and signs you've hired a bad department store Santa.
Because of earlier incident, can't go within 50 feet of Victoria's Secret sales girls.
All new tonight.
Even Howard Stern's biggest fans may be surprised when they hear what he says on 60 Minutes. Plus, is the bird flu really coming? Sunday.
Knots Landing made its debut in December of 1979. From the beginning, one of the show's greatest strengths was how it reflected the pulse and truth of the times.
Supporters of the Equal Rights Amendment gathered once again yesterday. Passage of ERA is highly improbable.
You're always working for some good cause.
You're damn right I am. The ERA is your cause, too.
Over a span of 4 presidential administrations, our story mirrored the changes in America that millions of viewers were experiencing.
Acquired immune deficiency syndrome. The often deadly disease was unknown 5 years ago.
What do you know about safe sex?
You mean safe sex against AIDS? If you're gonna go all the way, you have to have a condom.
When Knots Landing moved into the 80s, it reflected the relentless ambition of the me decade.
Let's go to some wickedly expensive restaurant, order champagne and caviar and toast them.
Wild extravagance. Is that what you want?
Yes, please.
Corporate deception and scandals were on the rise.
Nearby chemical companies are under investigation. Rusty barrels have been found leaking dangerous chemicals.
For God's sake, poison in the ground, poison in the water, poison in people's bodies.
If social issues gained prominence, our cul-de-sac lived them.
If we have this baby, I'm the one who has to raise it.
We both have to raise it, and if you're thinking of not having it, that's something we both have to talk about.
We are not carrying this baby. I am.
You want to know the worst thing about not being able to read? It keeps a person's life so small.
As America's war on drugs made headlines, Knotts boldly tackled the issue of drug addiction. When First Lady Betty Ford publicly discussed her addictions, we used Karen, the series' moral center, to say this could happen to anybody.
What was the name of the drug?
I'm not really sick, you know.
Do you have any of the pills with you?
I took them all.
Moving into the last decade of the 20th century, Knots Landing continued to dramatize relevant issues, including a growing fear in America.
Mr. Reagan suffered a wound in his left chest from a .22 caliber bullet.
Bernhard Goetz shot 4 teenagers after they apparently tried to rob him.
A part-time postal worker opened fire on his co-workers, killing 14.
Crime was on the rise. Our anxiety was mounting. And one morning, the dam broke as Karen McKenzie expressed what so many viewers were feeling.
I hate it that I can't trust anyone. I hate it that I can't put my daughter on the front lawn by herself. I hate it that I have to lock my car and I have to worry about an alarm system in my house and I can't send cash in the mail. That's not the way it's supposed to be, Gary. I liked being a Pollyanna. I want to be a Pollyanna.
Knots Landing aired its last episode in 1993.
Sayonara, Blondie.
Like America, we had grown. We were wiser. We still believed in love. And none of us would ever be the same again.
The women on Knots Landing, each in their own way, were women of strength. They accepted, even enjoyed the role of housewife, except Abby. But they also dreamt of other possibilities. Valine became a published writer. Karen found she had a knack for business. CG became a recording artist. Abby broke the ceiling, showing women in America they could do it too. Another signature of the women on Knots was a sense of style. The clothes that Karen, Paige, CG, and Abby wore represented some of the best fashion designers of the 80s. Even poor Val, whose wardrobe consisted mainly of slacks and a man's shirt, got to put on a beautiful gown now and then. I had fun catching up with Joan, Lisa Hartman Black, and Michelle Phillips, where we got down to some real girl talk.
It is.
It's silly.
Gorgeous little chocolate.
Well, look who's here.
Hi.
Miss Gorgeous Abby.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Well, you're not so bad yourself.
We're fabulous.
We're pretty hot.
But you know, I have to tell you that the women of Knots Landing always were glamorous and strong. It speaks a lot about the confidence. All of us individually, I think, are very confident in our real lives, and I think that all the characters
Brought that in.
Yeah.
But all the women had a focus and they wanted to live their own lives. They didn't want to just live through their men.
It just always amazes me how much you know about.
Somebody has to pay attention to those things. You certainly don't.
That's why I married you.
I'm tired of waiting for us to start working things out together. We have to do this as a team. If we're going to be husband and wife, we have to decide on things together, make decisions together.
Stupid of me to think that you could be reasonable. You just stay away from us.
Stay away?
Yes! Do you think you can do that? Looks like I'll have to manage on my own. I've done that before.
That's a very special quality, I think, that is lacking in a lot of shows, and I think that's why it lasted as long as it did.
Yeah.
A wonderful thing about the show, the wardrobe was so important.
Yeah, that was Abby's look, that you had a look. We set trends. We set trends on this show. You know, Abby's clothes, even now, I think were great. I look back at those shows and I go, they're dated, they're from a certain era,
Right.
the clothes, but they're the best. Fabulous.
No more polyester knits. Looks like.
Whatever it was, we all had our own look. Well, do you remember the show I did where I buried Peter Hollister?
Oh, yes.
And never got my clothes dirty. Oh, but that's Ab. That's And then hair. I mean, we all had the biggest hair. Supposedly, I came back in a mullet one year.
What's a mullet?
A mullet is that look with the longer back and the short front.
Oh.
And it's a guy's look, basically, so I'm not sure.
What?
I like it.
I think American women were fascinated. Tune in every week to see what they were wearing.
The Knots Landing ladies.
Coming up, the cast reunion continues with more great clips, hilarious bloopers, and some very shocking revelations.
Every time he touched me, I was having an orgasm.
And later, the cast gets a surprise visit from one of the show's most famous actors.
Knots Landing reunion together again continues right after this.
We asked Lindsay Allen how new Ambien CR helped her with her sleeping trouble. Well, there you are. New Ambien CR has a controlled release formula in a 2-layer tablet. The first layer dissolves quickly to help you get to sleep fast, while the second layer dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. So you can wake up and get ready for your day. New Ambien CR is non-narcotic. Until you know how Ambien CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. You shouldn't take it with alcohol. All sleep medicines carry some risk of dependency. Do not use sleep medicines for extended periods without first talking to your doctor. Memory problems are not very common and can usually be avoided by devoting 7 to 8 hours to sleep. Ask your doctor about the new Ambien. New Ambien CR. Tomorrow will thank you.
It's the JCPenney Holiday Huge Sale this Friday and Saturday with huge savings store-wide. Doors open at 7 a.m. Saturday with incredible doorbusters till noon. It's a given thing. JCPenney.
And I don't even have that insurance.
What insurance, Santa?
The one that pays you cash if you're hurt and can't work.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
I let stress get under my skin. I regret that I never took better care of my face. Now, I'm ready to take the heat.
New Olay Regenerist Thermal Skin Polisher. It heats up, warms your skin when activated with water. That's how you know it's working. Peeling away surface damage as you polish your skin. For mini peel results in just 10 days.
Take the heat.
New Regenerist Thermal Skin Polisher. Love the skin you're in.
Dinner time confessions from Lean Cuisine.
Last night I had a salad and a tub of vanilla chip swirl. I won my own private pie eating contest.
I cleaned out my cookie drawer. I had roast chicken portobello with a vegetable rice medley followed by sweet cherries and decadent chocolate sauce. It was one of those new dinners with dessert from Lean Cuisine.
Introducing 30% more food and dessert from Lean Cuisine.
It's the JCPenney Holiday Huge Sale this Friday and Saturday with huge savings store-wide. Doors open at 7 a.m. Saturday with incredible doorbusters till noon. It's a given thing. JCPenney.
Knots Landing reunion together again will return here on CBS.
Big-time bowl bids are on the line. The Georgia Bulldogs battle the LSU Tigers for the SEC Championship on CBS Sports.
The CBS original movie event Pope John Paul II is making news around the world. It was screened by Pope Benedict XVI, who said, "Viewing this film has reopened my gratitude to God for providing us a Pope both so human and so spiritual." Don't miss Pope John Paul II, CBS Sunday.
Touch with the News 6 News Notifier. Log on to news6.tv for more.
Many of us saw sunshine today, but the clouds are coming back into the area. A little light snow as well. That's going to stay to the south, though. We'll have the forecast details at 10.
At Cost Cutters, our stylist will give you a look that lets you express yourself. Cost Cutters, we make it happen. This life story is brought to you by the cardiac physicians and specialists at the Duluth Clinic and by St. Mary's Medical Center, one of only 6 hospitals in the nation to receive top 100 heart honors 7 years in a row.
Operation Rudolph and the Toyland Express are joining together this year with the Salvation Army to help make the holidays a little brighter.
Join us as we work to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate here in our area. Drop off a new unwrapped toy or a cash donation to any one of these locations or wherever you see an Operation Rudolph or Toyland Express poster. The holidays can be a magical time for children, and
with your help, we can make those dreams a reality.
You're watching CBS 3. What you want on your time.
Looking at them. I knew you did. You were always the funny one. Oh, Darlene. But you know what? I think the real success of our show, or at least part of the reason why we're so successful, was the writing.
Yes.
A lot of social issues became storylines and like that, like drugs, alcohol,
right,
spousal abuse.
Literacy. I had one.
Homelessness.
Oh, yes, we had that makeup scene at the makeup counter.
Oh, wasn't that amazing? That was one of the most poignant, sad scenes that I have ever done. And it was dirty, and I walked into a department store, and they said, well, I would like to have my makeup done. And then they bust me, and they make me leave when I've got one eye done.
Excuse me. You left this in the restroom, lady.
No, I didn't.
This isn't the Salvation Army. If you don't want me to throw it away, take it and go.
How dare you? All right, I'll leave. But would you please finish me?
You heard him. Go.
I'll just take it off then. They took normal people, like normal relationships, good marriages, like you guys had a great marriage, but you had problems. When you had your pharmaceutical problems, people must have thought, my God, we're not the only couple who has this problem.
Karen, you need medical attention.
We'll go see Dr. Wilson. He's my doctor.
Dr. Wilson doesn't know how to deal with a drug problem.
I don't
Or else you wouldn't
have a drug problem.
in the first place.
Don't you treat me like a junkie or something.
I mean, I think people were looking for solutions. That's one of the longevity factors, because people related. You had that wonderful scene in the car with the young boy that was abused.
Actually, it was one of the most wonderful pieces of work that I have ever seen.
Your dad hit you. You don't understand. When I was 6 years old, I was running through the house and I knocked over a lamp and it broke. And my dad beat the hell out of me. He just didn't spank me. Hit me with his fist. Gave me 2 black eyes. You don't have to live the rest of your life denying it the way I have. Tell me to take you someplace else, kid. Just tell me to take you someplace else. Take me someplace else.
That was what was wonderful also, that they would write the underpinnings of what the character was and the backstory, and there'd be these wonderful flip-flops in character.
Alan Ball, when he went up to collect the first Emmy for 6 Feet Under, he said, well, you know, I've always seen 6 Feet Under as Knots Landing in a funeral home. Yes, that's exactly what he said when he said, I thought, whoa!
After a while, it was a collaboration. When you can create a character over 9 years, 14 years,
You know, it's an amazing thing that people don't get to do. Here, I just happen to have a pillow because I was always giving gifts and pillows. And this pertains to the producers and the writers and the difference between Knots Landing and everything else out there. The quote from TV Guide is, on Dallas and Dynasty, the writers are writing the story for the characters. On Knots Landing, the writers are letting the characters write their own story. TV Guide.
Bravo.
Do you remember in the first or second year of the show, I had an affair with John Plachette?
You had an affair with everybody.
Oh, yes, I know. It's hard to keep them all straight, actually. We were doing this very sexy hot tub scene, and the guy who was putting in the hot water never put the hot water in the hot tub, so it was freezing cold. So I get in there, and I'm like this. So every time he touched me, I'd go, and the network saw it, and they thought that every time he touched me, I was having an orgasm.
I've been told I have good hands.
You do. They're strong, but they're gentle, too.
And they thought it was the sexiest scene they'd ever seen.
My very first day on Knots Landing, I'm singing a song. I stand up and do my thing, and Abby comes in. So I'm sitting there, and now it's Donna's close-up, Abby's close-up, and she goes, "Hi, I'm Abby. Nice to..." I mean, I'm mortified saying it. I'm sure I'm beat red. She did that to me my first day, and I went, I'm dead. I'm never going to survive.
That is funny.
You kind of loosen me up. Yeah, you loosened me up.
Okay, you guys ready? What is a reunion without bloopers?
You really doing it?
Yes, I'm really doing it. There we go.
Hello?
Something incredibly horrible happened.
What could be so incredibly horrible?
There's no one left in the cast that we haven't slept with.
All right, I'm at St. Agnes Hospital.
All right.
All right, bye.
If you want to see this money, I'm sorry.
I figured you for a solid 10, Finnegan.
As if trying to come up with an alternative. As if we weren't trying to come up with a whole... Last night we were kind of trying to...
Because you know I can't say I don't want you to feel safe or unsafe.
What?
You know that I know that you want, that I want, that I don't want, that you can say, I can't say, that you can say to feel safe.
It's kind of stupid to threatening a dying... By the way, isn't it stupid to threatening? Hard to talk when you got in your ears.
Okay, bring in Jones Highlight.
Jones Highlight.
Too small, bigger. Highlight flying in. More here. Highlight, give me a one. Highlight. Bigger. Highlight. Too small. Bring in a light. Now you're talking. Highlight.
She's dead. She hated you.
Karen, hold it a second. I've been waiting 5 seasons to do this. Let me at her.
Oh, no!
Coming up next, they had no idea it was coming. See what happens when an acting legend drops in for a surprise visit.
Knots Landing reunion together again continues right after this.
Tea for two and 2 for tea.
Dim sum or dumplings. Earn double rewards with Love the Double from Chase, no matter where or what you eat. Earn double on your Chase Rewards card. Double cash back, double travel points, double rewards.
Oh, how happy we
Double with coffee, double with tea.
tea for 2 and 2.
Earn double rewards with Love the Double from Chase.
Getting the whole family to agree on toppings isn't easy. So we rearranged families by what they like.
Pepperoni, follow me! Are you sure she's sausage and pepper? Do I have any ham and pineapple?
Then we had a better idea.
Yeah, give them the new More for All pizza from Pizza Hut. 4 individual pizzas topped any way you want. Create 1 extra large pizza, all just $13.99. Now everyone gets more of what they love. The extra large More for All pizza. More for me, more for you, more for all.
Don't miss Kohl's 2-day mega gift sale with special holiday power hours. Shop late Friday or early Saturday and save on family sweaters, all fine jewelry, and all toys. The 2-day mega gift sale this Friday and Saturday at Kohl's. Expect great things.
To hold things that can make a really big mess, use Glad Force Flex trash bags. For stretchable strength, get Glad.
Me? I'm a problem solver. One problem I thought I'd solved, my acid reflux disease. I thought it was just bad heartburn, but when I went back to my doctor, he told me over time stomach acid had damaged the lining of my esophagus. He prescribed Nexium. Said I needed more than heartburn relief. My esophagus needed repair. Nexium healed the erosions in my esophagus, and 1 prescription Nexium pill a day keeps me healed and relieves my heartburn. My doctor did say other serious stomach conditions may still exist, and headache, diarrhea, and abdominal pain could be side effects of Nexium. Even the best problem solvers need a little help sometimes.
Ask your doctor about Nexium, the healing purple pill.
On DVD Tuesday, An Ordinary Man. I have to believe I got some kind of say over our lives. I'm always behind you. An extraordinary true story.
This time around, I know what I'm fighting for.
Bam! Cinderella Man. On DVD this Tuesday.
A celebration. 40 years in the making. The Academy of Country Music Anniversary Special. With classic hits, Johnny Cash, Alabama, George Strait, and new favorites, Montgomery Gentry, Kenny Chesney, and more. The Academy of Country Music's 40th Anniversary Show, CBS Saturday. Don't miss it.
What if your neighbors and your friends turned out to be America's greatest threat? Sleeper Cell, only on Showtime.
You know, I think we did something on this show that was unique in the annals of series television. We improvised a script. It was the 200th episode, talking about Laura's death, and we went to David Jacobs' house.
Right. In character.
In character. We could not be ourselves. We couldn't talk on the phone. We couldn't do anything. We had to be the characters the whole day.
How long did this go on? How long
2
did you
days.
film?
And then the writers watched all the tapes and wrote the script that was the 2-parter.
Why didn't you tell me Laura was dying? Because you don't have to tell secrets, Val. Everything you know is written all over your face. People can see for miles.
Did you tell Mac?
Did you answer me, Karen? Did you tell Mac?
Yes. Then you did tell somebody else, even though Laura asked you not to.
My husband. And I'm your friend. You all think that Valine can't handle it. Well, I'm here to tell you I can. Nobody.
Karen, you talk to me when you're ready to talk to me as an equal. Otherwise, you don't talk to me at all.
There was a scene at the end of the episode where we're all sitting in Sumner's den, and Laura said goodbye. And he told her what he really felt in a way that the audience was blown away.
Laura left some farewell messages on a videotape. I'm going to go in the den and play it.
There have been a lot of people in my life who said they loved me, but you were the only one that made me feel truly loved. Of course, you had a weird way of doing it, but it worked.
You left me in a bad spot, Red. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Why'd you leave me all alone? I can't figure why you left me all alone. I love you. I hope I don't end up hating you.
Maine's character, Sumner, he was very compassionate toward everyone.
I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
It's the piece of the character that you never see. It's under the
flip side.
The flip side of the character.
This show had so many plot twists and turns. That was the wonderful thing, I think. Nobody ever knew what to expect. It was unpredictable.
180 degrees.
I remember one. I remember one with Ted. Remember Ted? You got dead. Weren't you?
killed me?
Weren't
No,
you?
they killed her.
No, forget CG.
And her.
The show was on so long that we don't remember the episode.
I was shot. That's what.
And you were in we went to a funeral.
That's right.
Everybody was upset that you weren't coming
I
back.
don't remember. I was dead.
I'm just wondering, how did you feel, Lisa, about going away and being out of the show and then being asked to come back?
To come back on the show and be terrified, whether it was going to work or not. And to have it work and have us all have so much more fun. And I love you guys too and still do. It was so great.
It was. It was such a family.
Isn't it amazing how many actors got their break, their first shot on Knots Landing?
Who was that guy who was here with you last week?
My lawyer.
Can I have his phone number?
You need some legal advice?
Heck no.
You guys gonna be clearing out some timber?
Some timber. We're taking out everything.
What are you talking about?
Well, he told us to clear cut the whole thing.
I baked them myself.
You mean the servants actually allow you in the kitchen, huh? Hey, I was just kidding.
Are you going to tell me what you were arrested for?
Soliciting, turning tricks, whatever you want to call it. What'd you call it when you were on the streets, honey?
Does your mommy know you're out?
Are you kidding?
Come on, you're a big girl, Jill. You gotta get out of the house sometime.
Go for it.
I think you should do whatever it is you want to do. And let me do it with you.
You'd sleep with me?
Well,
I want you to tell me how much you want it first.
We have to tribute and celebrate Julie Harris, who was my mama, Lily Mae.
The sweetheart. I remember we would finish and Julie would go off and do a one-woman show. I just was so amazed by that.
4 Tonys, or maybe it's even more. I don't know, but many nominations. A brilliant actress, and she brought all that class.
Lord preserve my sinner's soul, but I do believe it's more blessed to give than to receive. And God knows you gave me plenty of opportunity to give. I let you down. That night you came running to me with Lucy and begged me to take her in, and I had more selfish things on my mind.
Hey, stop that. That's all behind us.
But I'm not like that anymore. I never dreamed I'd have a second chance in life. Don't you even care about Valine and those children?
It's not up to me.
Kathy?
It's not up to Valine, and
Kathy?
don't lay that on me.
It's not.
Look, Lily Mae, I don't want to talk.
Kathy!
I remember we had a scene coming up, and I called her over the weekend. I said, Julie, how can we make this special? Not one more coffee scene in the kitchen. She said, well, I've just cut my hair. We could give me a perm.
Ooh. Contains no lie. Well, I should hope not. Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lie. Mama, you are being silly. Well, why shouldn't I be? This vibrant, glossy perm has gone to my head.
I never heard you put your tongue there in the sink.
No, are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
No,
It's part of the system.
Valine, I'm hot!
Knots Landing reunion together again continues right after this.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
For holiday entertaining, there's nothing like this new Frigidaire Speed Bake Double Oven.
It's just one of 250 brand name appliances Lowe's has in stock, all at prices that can't be beat. Take one home today or have it delivered tomorrow free. We'll even haul the old one away free. And Lowe's holiday gift to you, pay nothing for 6 months when you use your Lowe's card.
Sweet home. At Denny's, you get more than a great value. You get a great breakfast. Introducing Denny's delicious fruit-baked French toast with real peaches or raisins and cinnamon baked right in the bread. Plus all the extras for an incredible $4.99. Denny's, we're cooking now.
Bye. Bye, have fun.
Everybody's talking about Oust, the first and only air sanitizer.
Oust is for the air. I thought Lysol was an air sanitizer. Now I see that it's not.
Oust is the first and only air sanitizer that kills odor-causing bacteria in the air.
Oust is an air sanitizer. Oust kills the bacteria. Oust gets rid of the odors. Doesn't mask the odors. Doesn't just cover it. It smells clean and fresh.
Get odor-causing bacteria out with Oust Air Sanitizer. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Does what it says.
So what'd they say?
3 hours.
We'll still be at my folks for Christmas.
I say we start Christmas right now.
A gift from Kay Jewelers means every diamond is hand-selected to match beautifully. And she'll absolutely love it. At least Santa's still flying.
Every kiss begins with K.
Now on DVD, start your holiday tradition.
I want to.
On the Polar Express.
The true spirit of Christmas lies in your heart.
Buy the Polar Express now on DVD.
The most real things in the world are the things we can't see.
I'm not a patient man. Waiting, not my thing. 1 hour photo, too slow. Fast food, not fast enough. Heartburn, who has the time? I take maximum strength Zantac. It's so fast I can take it before a meal to prevent heartburn or after to quickly relieve tough heartburn. And a little prescription, it can take a day or more to fully work. That's just crazy talk. For me, maximum strength Zantac.
Hey, buddy, move it!
I like this guy.
Maximum Strength Zantac, the speed you need against heartburn.
Kids in the audience with Know Your Current Event, plus a holiday top 10, all new tonight.
I know this is meant to be. Like I'm gonna make her. Hey! What the hell are you doing in here?
Next week on The Young and the Restless, CBS Daytime.
What's sexy? What's hot? What's amazing? These women, and these fashions, and this show.
Victoria's Secret Fashion Show with Tyra Banks, Heidi Klum, Ricky Martin. Sealed. CBS Tuesday.
Miss it, and it's going to be a cool.
WB Friday. You're twins and complete opposites.
I need help.
The funny part goes in the back. Write it down.
They're unique parents.
As a model, I learned a lot about diet and exercise. I also learned how to hide my nipples with band-aids.
They're a family that celebrates their differences.
Yay! Yay!
And embraces their individuality.
Sorry, not a yayer.
Twins, part of the WB Friday.
Tonight on the Northland's WB.
The 5-A-Day Colorway program teaches you to get 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables into your diet every day. Today, we're highlighting pomegranates. When choosing a pomegranate, look for ones with thin, tough, unbroken skin and no blemishes. Cut it open to reveal the delicious seeds. They make a wonderful holiday treat on pancakes, salads, and desserts. Pomegranates are so healthy. They can stave off heart disease and some cancers. They're high in vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. This public service announcement has been brought to you by your local Super One Foods.
Thanks for watching CBS 3.
We were survivors in so many ways, 14 years with such competition. LA Law, Hill Street Blues.
But the fans never, ever, ever forgot. They stayed with us and hung in there.
350 episodes.
You said,
wait. 344 episodes we did. The last episode we shot was mind-boggling for us because, it was really saying goodbye to our family. And it was hard. I remember the day. Ted, you were out of your mind. You were emotional. I have never seen you
don't get emotional.
Even Ted.
Are you kidding?
Like a rock.
Even Bill.
No.
Like the vein.
We all were walking around.
I think I was written out of that episode.
No, you were not.
No, we
The last
couldn't
day
look
was
at
at the McKinsey Kitchen.
Yeah, it was very late, like 3 in the morning. We almost couldn't do the scene.
If there is danger, we will face it together. The 4 of us. The way we always have. you ever leave again. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Never again. We all need you. I promise.
It's really amazing that we spent so much time together, 14 hours a day, 5 days a week.
And you didn't get killed?
I didn't get killed. But I fell in love. I fell in love with new friends and long-lasting acquaintances.
And that's
I
a bond.
appreciate that.
That's a bond that's going to last, I think, for all of us. I mean, here we are now, and it doesn't matter how many years go by, we're all going to stay connected and together.
And you know, it truly is like high school friends. You know, there are some people that you don't have to see all the time, but the minute you see them, it's like no time has gone by. Forever.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah.
What about
What a good idea.
Lily Mae?
Yeah. To our family, our television family, and to our characters, the characters we played. Huh?
And to all the friendships that have lasted and all the moments that we've shared together, makeup trailer everywhere. And, yes, and our faithful, our faithful fans too. We don't want to forget them.
Everything. Love conquers all.
Here's to you.
Here's to you.
Here's to you.
To Knots Landing.
Lying beside you, here in the dark, feeling your heartbeat with mine. Softly you whisper, you're so sincere. How could our love be so blind? We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and here you are by my side. So now I come to you with open arms, nothing to hide. Believe all I say. So here I am with open arms, hoping you'll see what your love means to me. Open
I want hugs. And that's how I'll always remember them. My family, my friends, my neighbors, and the life we shared in Knots Landing.
A celebration. 40 years in the making. Catch America's best entertainers at the Academy of Country Music's Anniversary Special. With classic hits, Johnny Cash, Alabama, George Strait, and new favorites, Montgomery Gentry, Kenny Chesney, and many more. Plus backstage interviews and performances you can't see anywhere else. The Academy of Country Music's 40th Anniversary Show, CBS Saturdays. Don't miss it. It's the explosive episode you won't want to miss.
Coming to confess a new sin? No, Father. Same one.
CSI Miami, CBS Monday.